Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. We got a little bit technical difficulty, but we are back. This is Vinny and Beau Show. We come live to you every Friday at 9:30 a.m. and 12:30, East Coast there. Hi, Beau. How are you? How are you doing, bro?
I'm doing well. Just been busy. Just it's like you would think when rates went up a lot that you would be less busy, but I'm more busy. So I guess that's a good thing. People are
That's
not
good.
wanting to deal with banks anymore. They want to deal with a real deal, and I get stuff done. So that's why people deal with me.
Love it, love it, love it. My hospitality partners are here from East Coast, and we've been meeting and all, looking into buying these hotels, trying to get a third one in the fold. And we got a great guest here today, guys. Everybody watching us, Craig Shaw is in the house. Actually, we had him before about Scarlet Books, and today we're going to talk about NFT and metaverse. It's going to be an epic show, and we're going to talk a lot more about why he's so excited about it and how this whole experiential uh, landscape is going to change, where hologram and three-dimensional and web3, all those things will be happening. So welcome, Craig. It's such a pleasure to have you. How are you doing?
Thank you, Vinny and Beau, for having me again on your show. You guys are incredible. I love how your energy is, and your audience is just amazing. I'm doing great. I just had a beautiful event last night that I was invited to in Hollywood. It was a Web3 event, and it's such a collaborative space and such an amazing. I actually feel a lot younger hanging out with these young puppies out there, and so energetic. They're so full of ideas, and they have such amazing technology that they are bringing and changing the world. So it's a very fast pace. If I may just call it, it's very much in my lane. I like to be in the fast lane. I love how the technology is evolving and where it's headed, and seeing that people like us and people like you guys and people of all age are being involved. Like yesterday, I saw Peter Lau, who threw the party. He's I think he's mega successful. People know him for doing what he does, but he absolutely stunned everybody with what he brought so many cool people together, and so many partnerships were created yesterday. I'm just super excited about this.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, go ahead, Bo. Yeah.
Yeah. So can you kind of like break down what Web3 is for people that don't know?
Well, it's like explaining how to use WhatsApp to your grandma. It's very difficult, right? It's not. I mean, no offense. It's learning. We learn from rotary phone how we came to the smartphones, right? We got something this right. Everybody has. There's 6 billion of this on the planet now. Um, it's what happened to internet. When it first came out, right? Similarly, Web3 is nothing. It's overcomplicated by just the notion of it's so intense, but it's really not. That's what we're doing. We're simplifying, and we call it blockchain simplified. So we're blockchain is a blessing to this world, and people, the sooner they know and understand that this part, the better it's going to be. They're going to be because ultimately everything is going to be blockchain, because it's very transparent. It's very completely transparent, completely see through. You can see everything, and you can always register it, never be able to change. So Web3 is nothing but experiential. It's going to be more experiential. Like you'll be able to go on the website just like this. I'm going to break it down really at a layman's language. You can go log on to www.craigshelley.com and experience the Craig Shelley store or a product live. Like it will come in front of you at 3D AR VR vision of it, or you can wear Oculus and experience it, put it on your wrist and see what it looks like, the timepiece or the jewelry or the jacket, shirt, shoes, whatever, even courses. There will be all experiential. So metaverse is something that's developing very strong and solid, and I think Facebook and some of the other major companies are leading us into it. But there is so many other millions of other companies that are building their own versions of metaverse, or something that they can import it or transfer it to other metaverses. So it's a very I hope I was able to explain it in some simpler way.
Yeah. So it's a decentralized internet essentially, with blockchain technology, where you have more control than what Google says. Like by typing in, you're not going to necessarily need to go to Google still, or will Google still be a player?
No, Google's going to be even bigger player. I think they're going to adopt this technology sooner or later. They're going to have their own metaverse, their own version of metaverse. I mean, this is my feeling that there is no escaping from here. Like uh, Mark Zuckerberg. I mean, there's an interview that Vinny actually sent me a couple of weeks ago, and
Yes.
I was stunned by what Mark had to say. The interview was about 2 months old. Tom Bewley, or I think, interviewed Mark Zuckerberg, and Mark was just everything that he said. I mean, that aligns so well with Evoke and what we're doing. I didn't know. I never knew that was the vision. He's putting billions into research, and I
Mhm.
believe that there is, coming back to your point, Bo, like Google is going to be one of the leaders. They have to change. It will change how websites and things. They will go in and experience it. They'll walk into the restaurant. There are 3D. There are cameras. Let's say you're walking up and down the 47th Street in New York, and there are cameras, live cameras, and you as a person can walk into the Chanel store or Gucci store and actually view there'll be a tablet. I mean, it's too much. I'm information overload, but I'm saying it's going to be experiential. You can walk, how you walk into anything right now and Google shows you the street view. What if you're there?
Mhm.
You can see what's happening live. You can see that there is traffic and people going around, but you're sitting in front of your camera. You're in Vinny's in San Francisco, I'm in LA, and you're
Mm.
in Toronto. I don't know where you are, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying
Yeah.
is you
Yeah.
can go anywhere and be experiential, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that does make sense. And I mean, so basically anything like classes, well, you could be, I could be, we could all be in different locations and we could actually be in a class together. Like it would feel like we're actually
Yeah.
in this classroom learning together, but yet I'm
Yeah.
sitting in my home office in my boxer shorts and nobody knows.
And actually, I mean, this is like we're in Zoom right now. We're all in different places. We're still in one room, right? But
Yeah.
how is it going to be any different from this, right? So you're actually going to be good. There's a physical class going on. Imagine you're sitting in that class, right?
Mhm.
Interacting with people from there in that class, and not just with a Zoom. So it's quite. So imagine yourself walking down the Rodeo Drive, and you're still sitting at home, and ringing a bell for the Ferragamo store. The door opens, you get in, and you say, "Hi, can I see this belt, or can I see this?" And the tablet
Mhm.
comes up, and the person brings out, he or she brings out. So it's a very experiential world that we're headed towards.
Experiential.
But even
So
in
it's
that,
a three-dimensional and even four-dimensional, if we could say that, right? There are four
yes,
axes. So essentially, it's like what I picture is that it's so experiential that you can almost feel and touch, even though person is not there. But in your whole scheme of things, it seems like you're sitting in the same room, learning and interacting and trying the watch, like you said, Rolex watch or whatever watch, right? Or jewelry, you're able to put it up, pick it up, and put it up and see how you look.
I mean,
And then you
we
can,
can actually
yeah,
show it to them if you want. We can actually show the
yeah, we
audience
would
what
love
it
to.
is,
Yeah,
because
if I
it's very
may.
hard to
Yeah.
imagine what we're
Mm-hmm.
trying to say. And I don't think this one will allow you to play the video, but you can try. What I'm
Oh,
trying
I
to
see.
say is what I'm trying to say is that
We just show maybe a little bit here,
Can you
maybe.
explain what Evoke is?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Um, if you want, Evoke is an umbrella company that I formed with that encompasses all of my businesses and my ventures, including my partners and so
Mm-hmm.
many different things. So I formed a founders club within Evoke, and several people, including Vinny, are part of that founders club. Um, a little bit of my history: past 30 years I've been in jewelry and watch business, almost 33 years now, since I was 16. And I founded the company 27 years ago called Craig Shelley, that the brand it is right now. We own watch and jewelry manufacturing. We have several distribution offices around the world. We have a corporate gifting program from 10 units to 10,000 units. We customize timepieces, jewelry, any kind of lifestyle products like shoes, leather goods. electronics, things like that. So we have a strong hold in that area, and that kind of helped me develop other businesses that I currently own and venture into that. And when blockchain came in, all my real estate, all technology, everything that we're doing is coming under one roof with Evoke. So we formed it as a marketplace, an NFT marketplace, and a metaverse, which is Evoke is an immersive technology company. So everything that's immersive will be part of Evoke. Primarily, it will be, we start with a tech marketplace, like a NFT marketplace. We have very unique technology that we're bringing in there, which is very advanced and cutting edge. We call it blockchain simplified. So it's really going to be easy for the layman and the consumer to understand. And there'll be a lot of concierge service that will be hand holding and things like that. So it's a one-stop shop for education, e-wallets, creating, listing, and selling NFTs with physical products. So we're tying the physical product to the NFTs. So NFTs is nothing but a smart contract and a sort of a digital receipt for the world, for the new era. So all beautiful graphics associated with it in itself has a value, but having just a digital version of something, it kind of means very little to nothing, if you ask me, unless you have a physical product attached to it. So what we're doing is authenticating your jewelry, watches, antiques, wearables, collectibles, sports memorabilia, paintings, music, real estate, everything. Whatever you have that's price possession, that could be NFT with a smart contract, and all of this will be hands-off seamless integration. So it's all automated. So it will be on the blockchain, and it will, if you're the creator, or if you're the founder, if you're the first purchaser, you will always get recurring revenue if you sell it time and again, because it's always on the blockchain for anyone to refer to where this came from. So we're eliminating the authenticity. There's a big question and authenticity, whether this bag is real or this watch is real or not. We will place the certificate, we will place the original owner, the jeweler that sold it, all of this on blockchain. So it remains that forever. So that's a big purpose it's solving. Building new economies in metaverse, transactional metaverse, where people can actually experience and make purchases right there. Access to premium masterminds and VIP events, and community of 7 to 10 figure earners. So we have curated a very strong community of high achievers, and NFT holders will have access to that. Um, Market cap is massive. It's 14.8 trillion in next 5 years, and helping children, hospital, and veterans is our mission and purpose. So we scoped out the project with one of the big fives, and we got all the way from strategy to aggressive growth in 3 to 5 year plans. So if you push to the next slide, I would show you what.
Sure, sure,
And anytime you have a question or you think you want me to go deeper,
sure.
um, so we started the pre-seed round. We call it the Founders Club, and I actually got quickly, about 8 or 10 very good people that are in my inner circle or influence, and we raised, about roughly around 700, maybe close to 800 now. We're closing this round in August 31st. We have several people that we're interviewing. We're being very strategic about this. So we're taking people from different walks of life. They're very successful, but also they can add value to us. So we're kind of interviewing them as they're interviewing us, if that makes sense. And some of the perks of being founders is like you get lifetime access to our masterminds, our VIP events. So very high achievers and network with those people, increase your Rolodex and power of circle influence, and plus you get an 8% distribution ongoing starting 2023, and you get obviously you get stocks at 10 in valuation, so it's a straight equity play. We'll be launching the beta version of the marketplace in October. Roughly the valuation will be at 40 million at that time. We're bringing in 7 contracts, so people might wonder why is it so much in valuation. And because we have 33 to 35 million dollars in revenue that we will be bringing to Evoke in the very first year with these 7 contracts that we have, and that will catapult and bring positive EBITDA to the company from year one. As you can see, there is projections. There is 15-month drops with products. Each product with an NFT will drop. It's all scheduled with the marketing team and marketing plan that will keep dropping time after time for next 15 to 20 months. And that will bring us about $4.5 million in profit, and that would be used, for. So first we have $1 million from the founders, then we have 5 million for the uh, we raise 5 million with crowdfunding to establish a proof of concept, and then we go into the sales of the product, which will bring us about $4.5 million to the company. So that's about roughly around 10-11 million dollars that will be sufficient enough to do the growth and develop the software and metaverse and all of that. um, our goal is to scale up the company to about 100K users by 2024, and then further raise another 40 to 50 million dollars, and then by 2026 our valuation would be at 2 billion once we get to a million users. So this is a very realistic plan, scoped out with backed by numbers and everything like that. So just to give you an overview, this is an overview slide.
Yeah, it's just, and again, we're just sharing it, as the projection. Not, it's not a security or anything we are selling or anything. I just wanted to clarify that everybody
Absolutely.
who's watching us or looking at it, later on. It's just that,
Yeah, these
we
are all,
wanted to share where
it's,
the, yeah,
of course, this is
totally,
not by
totally.
any stretch of means, this is no guarantees on anything in life, but this is
Yeah,
something that we're projecting and speculating, and it's, we're doing our
yeah,
best to uh, project and speculate,
totally,
and we're all
totally,
involved in here.
totally.
Our reputations are
The
involved in
big
here too.
thing is I wanted to show this slide. See, that's really exciting slide,
Yeah, so we're
Craig, where it
building
kind of gives,
parts of,
yeah.
yeah. I'm glad you brought to this. We're building parts
Mm,
of Dubai. We're building parts of Beverly Hills, Tokyo, Ginza, all of these different, you know, um, areas around the world, and we're building them in metaverse right now as we speak. Gamification is going to be a big part of it. A lot of our physical properties will be in here too. Our own token economy will be in here. People will earn those tokens and then be able to explore different planets, like, you can go to Mars, or you can go to moon, or whatever. It's going to be a lot of education in there too, so that's a big part of it.
mhm,
And there'll be gamification. People access events, people can access in the metaverse. You can actually witness the games, so there'll be a SaaS model attached to it too. These are some of
mhm,
the product drops. We're releasing all these watches with NFTs, and there's a chip, NFC chip inside, that will attach directly when it comes into contact of a phone. It will trigger an experience just like this, and it will take you straight to your NFT, or it'll take you straight to wherever you want to take it to. And by the way, each product
beautiful.
supports some sort of a charity, so there's a charity component there too.
Exciting, very exciting. I know the whole picture, as you are envisioning it, it's very strategic, and also, kind of seeing how it could really bring lot more into the world of not just the smart certificate. That's what I understand. It's got a physical product attached to it. So you are able to really have that product, but then have the authenticity of having the smart contract where everybody knows who bought it, who built it, and then you are able to sell it, in the metaverse and things like that. And the experiential, you want to kind of share how all these shops will be designed, some jewelry shop in Danville or anywhere, or
Yeah,
Rodeo Drive. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you, Vinny. I think you broke it down very easily and very nicely. I mean, these are some of the stores. A bit. Unfortunately, I think it won't allow you to play the video here. But
Yeah.
they're already experiential, so you can actually walk into it. You can touch the product, pick it up, things like that. Yeah.
Wow. So
If you
that
can,
will be something, you know, just to kind of replicate how the
right,
store really is.
right.
It's going to be experiential, in the metaverse to be able to walk in there. And then, of course, this one is a huge one, right? You said the wellness centers.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
wellness centers and physical properties that we own, people holding NFTs will be able to access those. They'll get free stay, or they'll get free workouts, or they'll get, at restaurants that we own, or partner restaurants will allow them to have free drinks or whatever. Like NFT holders will have a lot of perks that goes with it. They'll be able
Mhm.
to attend our golf tournaments, our events in New York, LA, Miami, all around. They will be constantly getting those opportunities to be in front of the right kind of people, very curated
Mhm.
group, and advance their own businesses. We have events all over the country, around the world. from New York to Miami to LA and everywhere where we can we invite people uh, for at very high end events, as you can see some of these pictures and slides. Masterminds that
Sure.
really sit with the right kind of people and accelerate your business.
That's a big one. This is a big one coming up. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is coming up in October 6th through 9th in Vegas. And for those who are in this area or would like to come in, should definitely look at this opportunity. It's really amazing how it's coming together. There's 500 millionaires, mega millionaires, and some billionaires will be there. It's at the PGA tournament in Las Vegas. We're going to have events every night on 6, 7, 8, and 9. So it's something not to miss. We will put out links and we'll give you more information. You can send it to your audience and get people signed up. It is really truly amazing. Yeah, some celebrity events in Hollywood, which we sponsor, we host, with Ashton, Matthew, and several others. There's big list of celebrities that we have worked with and that we continue to bring into our circle of.
Nice, nice, nice. So if we
There
kind
you
of go back,
go.
okay, this is like the Founders Club and everything, and then of
Yeah,
course we have others.
yeah,
So we could kind of go back to, again, the big thing is all this is really changing the spectrum, and people who never thought things will be changed in the last 10, 15 years, now it's whole different ball game. And that's where we are finding also it's going to change the whole spectrum in the next 3 to 5 years, maybe. I know in one of the videos that I watched and I sent to you, Metaverse, of course, Facebook changed the name to Meta for a reason,
yeah.
because they want to bring Web 2 or Web 3, I think, technology, and they're spending billions of dollars each year to build this whole chain of things, that experiential chain or Web 3 chain. Bo, any kind of questions, brother? You're thinking? Yeah.
No, it's amazing, right? Like I'm like opening my mind right now to all the stuff that's going to happen, and people don't get it, right? We don't understand that. Like, remember the olden days when we got a car phone or a cell phone? It was actually in the
Uh,
car, and there was this big thing,
Greg.
right? And that was
yeah.
like a huge advancement. We first it was the pager, and then it was this
Hmm.
car
Yeah,
phone,
yeah.
this cell phone. And for me, I'm having a hard time understanding this because but I'm seeing it. I'm like, you create these metaverses. I could be a recreation of Las Vegas. I'm in Las Vegas, by the way.
Oh,
Um,
Hmm.
and so, yeah, I mean, it's just amazing. And so, Facebook putting billions of dollars like this is here. And I think most people don't realize what's coming, right? It's
no, it's
coming. So,
beautiful, and I think, Bo, you made a great point there. That people often, 99% of the people are going to wait till technology comes out. Then they will sit on it.
Hmm.
Then they will wait and say, "Oh, do I want to adopt it? Oh, I don't have a choice to adopt it." We want to
Hmm.
be the 1% that are cutting edge that brings the technology. So we want to be ahead of its game. And no one in even this field that I meet, like even I'm flying to Miami right now for a convention. I see thousands and thousands of people in this space. Nobody's doing physical product with an NFT. Everyone's doing just NFTs. They're creating a digital version. You have a Rolex watch and they will create a picture of the Rolex watch, but where is the watch? Who owns the watch? Where is it? You just have a picture. What are you going to do with it? They want to wear a NASA jacket. They'll pay $75,000 for a NASA jacket to wear in the metaverse. You don't have the jacket though. You just don't have the jacket. You have a so it's very how the hype of NFTs and why people put money in it because they thought and that kept going up and up and up, right? Because there was a demand and then it crashed. Why did it crash? Because there is no real utility. What is the utility? That's the purpose. And that's what we're changing. There is no company that's doing physical product attached to an NFT. So that's we're pairing it up. We're bringing an NFC chip inside or whatever that authenticates it and makes it very, very authentic. So that's another part of. So Evoke's doing multiple things, including developing technology, but it's a product company.
Hmm. Sure, sure. Well, no, it's been really, really tremendous to have you, come and join us. I think a lot of people have a lot of questions, which is great. Please do write to us, comment, share. this episode, and we look forward to seeing you again next week at 9:30. 9:30. Oh, actually, I'll be on vacation, Bo, but
Well,
we'll see. Maybe we
happy early
could do it.
birthday, Vinny.
Yeah.
Happy early
Thank you.
birthday. I can't wait to celebrate with you in Vegas. I can't wait to have a big Vinny day
Ah,
in Vegas. Yeah.
oh,
So
thank
I'm
you.
excited.
Thank you.
Uh, no,
Hey.
we definitely look forward to meeting in person. And
Yeah, totally, totally. Yeah.
I'll circle back and I'll fill you in. I wish we could show the slides for the Vegas event, but it's okay. We'll do it. We'll save it for the next one.
Is Vinny, are you
Yeah,
coming to this Vegas event too, Vinny?
I am, brother. I just got the flights booked yesterday,
Is that
October the
September or
4th.
October?
October, October,
Okay, perfect.
October 4th till the 9th. So there'll be lots of, events and everything, and
Um,
mega celebrations.
yeah, one
And
of the
love to
things.
have your wife come, also, Bray. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'll be amazing.
No,
Yeah.
just wanted to drop this one last thing before we go. I have to run, and you
Uh-huh.
guys.
Sure.
Kevin O'Reilly is coming to speak at one of the events. That's we just found out.
Wow. Uh-huh.
It's not 100% until he shows up, but this is what I've been told that he would
Hmm.
hope he does. So I don't want you to leave on 9th, Vinny. I want you to leave on 10th if you can. So we'll
You
make those
bet.
adjustments. Thank you for
All
having
right.
me. I appreciate
Okay.
you. I'm gonna run
Yeah.
my flight, and I'll see you guys later.
Thank you.
All
Thank you.
right,
Thank you.
Okay,
thank
Bye.
you.
brother. Okay. Bye bye. Bye bye. Yeah. No. Oh, I think it's so exciting, to really see the cutting edge, what's going on, around us. I mean, huh?
Yeah, I mean, oh, my dog's barking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like this is happening, and it's hard for me to believe it's happening, but we know it's going to happen. So it's like,
Yeah.
how does the layman get into this, and invest early, right? So you can reap the rewards of
Yeah.
like people that invested in Tesla when they started. But like that's how you make huge huge money, right? Like so, getting in on this technology and then figuring out how you can benefit from it, right? And I mean, it's obviously going to be a game changer for any product, right? Any product, any educational course. Pretty much everything will be changed. The way people buy houses, right? You're gonna be able to go and do this tour of this
Amazing.
house. You'll be in Danville, but you're buying your second home in Las Vegas, and it's gonna be you're walking through the house, and it's like you don't need to go
Yeah.
visit it now. You could shop online and feel good about it. Very
You're
interesting.
so right. It's so interesting. What you brought up in the interview today was like Google is doing it. I mean, you click on it, you're in front of that street, and you could look at the house, right? You could look at it right there on your laptop. But what would be if you saw right there in your laptop, you're almost like standing on the street? Look at that way. I mean, it's just mind boggling. How can you see the physical product standing
Yeah,
in a physical place? It's just, Web3, that's what it's going to really bring, experiential side of the whole bit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, thank you, everybody. Hey, joining us, and we'll see you again. Maybe you will run the show. I'll try to catch up there with you 9:30. From the vacation. If I could not, please carry the baton. Baton. And I know you were gone a couple of weeks, so no problem. Thank you so much, Bo, and look forward to celebrating and doing great things, bro. Yeah. Uh-huh. Hmm? All
So happy to be on your show finally.
I'm a long-time fan, and I watch all your guys' content.
Awesome. We're very invested in our community.
It's wonderful to be here.
This is Vinney Chopra and also my good buddy Beau Show. And we are so happy.
it's amazing what's going to happen. So we're amped up to do the show, and we got a lot of hype about the guest today. So I'm excited.
Oh, I know.
So excited.
It's really come live to you all.
you live 9:30 every Friday. How to take your business to the next level.